When he's grabbing my arm and I activate this hand
Hello.
Hello. Stop being silly.
Orange bells on up. Yellow bells on up. Recommend yellow on up. Rider on up. And white belts on up. All right, race main. Strip. Okay. First row, blue card. All right, everybody look at me. Jeremiah, hands on your back. Jeremiah. Ronnie. All right, a lot of y'all weren't here on Tuesday. From now on, there's a new rule. You are not on your spot, back facing the front, and I 20 push-ups. Start. Yes, sir. So, will everybody do, with their hands behind the back facing the front? Good. Everybody in the middle stance. Right punch up. Single punches on my count. Everyone must yell, otherwise I start the count over. Yes, sir. One, two, three. Do not be slow. No one wants to be the slowest. Right? 4, 5, 6, 7. Someone didn't yell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. I want line behind Ruthie. All right. Yes, sir. Walker. All right. That's enough. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. called rotary jogging. All it is you're kind of jogging to the side, like this. Some of you might, but not everybody has. Okay? So we are rotary jogging. You're not jogging like normal. You're kind of sliding. Your guards are up the whole time. Now, there is no skipping. So when I say go, Ruthie's going to follow this black line and go all the way around the room.
And you said
All right? I'm talking, not you. She's going to follow that black line going all the way around the room. You cannot skip the person in front of you. When I say stop, you stop wherever you are. Yes, sir? Go. Guards up. And stop. Right leg in front into a front stance. Guards up. Front snap kicks. Everybody must yell, otherwise I. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep running. Start that case. And stop. Point jump checks, go. All right, this time we're going to change direction. So we are going to rotary jog this direction. Yes, sir? Go. And stop. Everybody into a back stance. Guards up. With your front leg, round kick. Yes, sir? 1. I'll change. 2. Change. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8.
Right, stop just a second, Mr. Pruitt. Looks like we're trying to fling dead fish off the end of my foot. Okay, that's not what we're trying to do here. There's actually a striking tool there. Now we're building your toolbox. That's what we're doing. And in Taekwondo, you don't just have these tools. You've got the tool down here and a tool down here as well. So you need to use, say, instep. It's the top part of your foot. I'm not trying to touch with my toes. I'm trying to strike with my instep. This part right here on the top. So it's good to hit the back so your foot can feel the right place. When we're hitting air, we don't always know that. So that's why we got the pads out to help you. Say instep. Instep. That part of the foot. Yes, ma'am? Yes. Now let's go at it again.
I'll change. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Keep jogging. Go. Turn up. Yes. Turn up. And stop. still in a back stance. Left leg in front. Guards up. This time we are doing slide kicks. Start.
Yes, sir.
1,
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
3,
Yeah.
4,
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
6,
Yeah.
7,
Yeah.
8,
Yeah.
9,
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Action.
Ah.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3,
Yeah.
4,
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
6,
Yeah.
7,
Yeah.
8,
Yeah.
9,
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Keep talking. Guards up. Ryder, what you doing? Let's go. Guards up, Ryder. Raise. Do not skip the person in front of you. Okay. Hands up. Everybody in front of me. Not being aligned. Straight out. Close to me. Over here. Make it. Over here. Fall in. Not aligned. Not aligned. Get where you can see. Get where you can see. All right. Everybody repeat after me. Follow my principle. Everything I've ever learned or experienced is available to me at my beck and call. This makes my mind extremely valuable to my spirit as I continue on my quest to live my potential serve. Good. Now, this time when I say go, I want you to all read it together at the same time. Yes, sir? You ready? Go! Good. Back to your spots. All right. Everyone at least know the name of your battle. Yes, sir. What's the name? Dosan. Everybody say it. Good. Yes. Good. That's combination number 1. We're not doing combination. Yes. Ryder, off the bag. You have a question? No? All right. Julie. Push your arms. Step, out one block. First punch. 2-step turn. 1. Arms. 2, out one block. Right here. Do what he's doing. First punch. Feet together. Hands towards the back of the room. Back of the room. Step, double knock and guard block. Step, padding block, spear. Cross your arms, and back fist. And step with back fist.
There you go.
Everybody stay there. I've changed, buddy.
Back fist towards your temples.
Everybody
It's
turn
higher,
your
Brandon.
hands, look at me. Your eyes. Cross your arms.
Brandon, back fist is higher. Towards your temples. There you go.
Step out, out full block. First punch. 2-step turn. 1. Cross your arms. 2. Out full block. First punch. Feet together. Cross your arms. Turn towards this corner. Step out. Twin outer full block.
It's to the left corner.
Snap kick. Punch. Punch again. Step back. Cross your arms. Step in towards this corner.
To the right corner.
Twin outer full block. Snap kick. Punch. Punch again. Step back. Cross your arms. Step forward, high block. Step in high block. Chamber for that knife hand. Everybody stay there. Look at me. Turn your eyes and look at me. Turn. Knife and strike.
Knife and strike. Do what he does.
Feet together. Knife and strike again.
I'll do another camera angle.
Right. Jump. Stand back to your spots. Okay. Listen up. At the end of the pattern, when we yell, we say the name of the move. If you don't say it right off the bat, you don't get to say it. We don't like hearing echoes. So you either say it at first, or you don't get to say it at all. Sir? Yes, sir. All right. This time, I'm going to count. When I count, I want you to say the name of the move. And I want to hear everybody. A lot of times I hear 4 people. I want to hear everybody, not just the same people.
This will be the new perspective camera angle, so you have to tell. Turn around.
Your arms.
Turn around.
Point. Good. Move. Good. Step turn. 1. Cross your arms. 2. Good. 4. Feet together. Hands towards the back of the room. 5. Right guard block. 6. Adding block spear. Everybody say it.
Ryder.
7.
Follow with everybody.
8. Everybody stay there.
Now we're spinning.
Turn your heads, look at me. 9.
Going towards the left.
Hop change, Ryder, hop change. Yes, ma'am? There you go.
10. 2-step turn. 1.
Going towards the right.
Cross your arms. 2. Good. 12. Good. Feet together. Cross your arms.
Going towards the back of the room.
Cross your arms. Cross your arms. There
Going
we
to
go.
the left corner. My bad.
13.
Left corner.
Twin outer form block. Everybody say it. Now when I say 14, we're going to do all 3 moves. Yes, sir?
Hop change.
14.
Ryder, hop change.
Snap kick, punch, punch. Feet together.
Yes,
Arms.
sir.
Stepping towards that corner.
Right corner.
15. Lean out of form block. When I say 15, you're going to do all 3 moves. 15. Punch, punch. Feet together.
Going towards the back of the room now. Straight back.
16. 17. Go ahead and chamber your knife hand. Chamber your knife hand. Stay there.
Going over your left shoulder.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good job.
Other shoulder, Brandon. Look over your left shoulder.
You guys look at me.
Brandon,
You guys back
look
to
over your
somebody's
left.
head. Turn your head and look at me.
There you go. Look over your left shoulder.
There we go.
Other shoulder.
19. Keep together.
Spin that way.
20.
Right hand strike.
If I said the name of the move on those last 2 moves, what is it?
Brandon, step into middle stance. You look over to the left. Left knife hand strike.
There we go.
Go towards that white thing.
Arm.
Wherever that thing is in the back.
Jump.
Go towards there.
Thank you, son.
Middle stance. Knife hand strike. Oh.
Yes, ma'am. Are y'all listening?
And then you're going to step out towards the right with your right hand, knife hand strike.
Put us Yes, ma'am. To me. When Mr. Bruce says cross your arms, it's a promise you're making to him that you're gonna move strong. Cross your heart. You made me a promise now. Move strong. Out of arm block. Reverse punch. Make that promise again. Put that arm on that side. Try it again. There's your punch. It's on the outside. You see that? Cross your heart. Head set turn out of arm block. Reverse punch.
Your right
Eyes
leg down.
forward.
Your right leg down.
Yeah, after you
This
make
leg,
the move and
your
you know
right
the
leg
point, you know the target, your eyes
Now
should
relax.
look
Come here.
first. Where's your next target? Show me with your eyes. That's it. Bring your 19 guard up and block. Go. That's better. Padding block. Good. Spearhead strike. Let's get back. Right, start over. I'm going to give you a couple little memory cues. You know, we're working our memorization. Some of this you have to practice at home to get it right. Repetition is the mother of skill. But you want to do the repetition the right way to build that skill. So let me give you a little clues that will help you if you'll use these to practice your pattern. Yes, ma'am? The blocking arm's on the outside. Where's the blocking arm? On my outer forearm block. Now, my high block blocks from the inside, and you'll see that in just a minute. All right? But my outer forearm block blocks from the outside. Ready? It's on the outside. Cross your heart. Promise to make a strong move. All right?
Come on,
You
come on.
promise I want to see you
Keep right on
deliver. Go. That's it.
Should have fixed it at the beginning.
Punch, target. Punch. Cross your heart. Make a strong move. Go. Out of the forearm block. Line of targets. Punch. Together. Block. Block. Spirit strike. Next fist. That back fist is going to be striking your
I can
invisible
tell
target
that the
on the temple. Pick
internet
yourself
is
up, not right now,
unstable.
don't hit yourself. You see this place right here? Take that knuckle. There's probably doesn't have pretty hands. It's from lots of punching. Look at that knuckle right there. That's a weapon, y'all. Put that, touch your temple right there. Cross your arms like that. And your other fist under here, same thing, just as strong. And when you spin through, watch first, you're going to take that and dig with it. Go! Dig, that's right. And then you bring your other one and do the same. Dig. Yeah, that's the way you're supposed to do it. Go back to your rest hand. Too big. Say the name of your move. One. Come on, somebody was listening. Y'all are too slow to respond, just like Mr. Pruitt was saying. Get your brain in the game. Say, get my brain in the game. Get my brain in the game. Here we go. On my count. 1. Thank you. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. That was almost committing. Almost. Come on, make this next one sting. 8. Back fist. Ready? All right, Mr. Pruitt, give him an assist over there in that corner. What's the next move? It's a repeat. Guys, and our patterns do have repeats in them. And I used to wonder about that. I'm just amazed at the masters that came ahead of us that thought of all these great fighting moves. And I'm a very curious person. So if it's repeated, it must be pretty important, don't you think? Yeah. It's a very important move. So let's make this one important. All right, because we're going to repeat, right? What's the name of the move we're going to repeat? All right, cross your heart, promise to move strong. All right, you promise, you better deliver. Go. That's what I call. Good answer. Thank you, Aiden.
Other hand's on your belt. Out of
12. 13. 14. All right, look over there. Mr.
Ryan.
Pruitt. Refocus your body. What's the name of this next move?
Ryan, switch feet. Ryan, switch your feet.
I'm going to make you guys challenge yourself a little bit because we got to gather our body to get in balance. So, after we punch, what do? We're going to cross my heart. I'm going to put their out this. Hold this one. I'm moving this leg, touch this leg towards Mr. Pruitt. So that same arm, touch your leg. That
That way.
Gather your bite. Balance, 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 balance. Don't step yet. Now commit. That's it. Kick him up under the chin. Go. Bam! Thank you for standing there, Mr. Watson, because we're fixing to deliver over to that side. All right. This leg is moving to this corner. That
Change,
same
switch feet.
hand. Put it on the outside.
Jeremiah, switch feet.
The same, touch your leg. Put it on the outside. Gather. Balance, balance, balance. Go.
Lacey, towards Mr. Watson. Lacey, switch feet.
Now hit Mr. Watson under the chin. Go. Bam! What's next? Gather, balance, balance, balance. And palm. Go.
High block towards the back of the room, Brandon. There you go.
Now your knife hand goes to the outside.
Towards the back of the room,
Keeping your
Brandon.
head covered
So your back should be facing me, Brandon.
is to the outside so it can clear. There, go. Show me with your eyes. Where's your next target? Thank you, David. Good.
Stand up.
Susan.
You're gonna come join right over.
Patrick, where's your next target? Oh, hello. Come out. And show.
Good.
Right.
Did you learn something about committing to the
Yes, sir.
movement? Yeah. Get your brain in the game. Why do we spin in Taekwondo? Bring in. Thank you for putting your hand up to be called on. I appreciate your respect. And he is so right. When you spin, you're gonna power it up. Right. That's where you're gonna get more power from. So, and what did I say about those repeats? Why do we have those repeats in our pattern, Chase?
Because we have reasons on our pattern to be one of those songs.
Who remembers that part? What, Miss Vickers, tell them.
It must be important.
That's right, because it must be important, because you're doing it again. Exactly. Right. Instructors, keep your eye on them. Assist where you need to. They're gonna go on their own count this time. You guys are testing out for your red stripe. Ooh, the pressure just got heavy, didn't it? Ooh. Bring in the game. Too big. Now, in Taekwondo, it's not a race. It's not who finishes first. It's who finishes best. Don't worry about your neighbor. Focus on your move. Show your instructors your best pattern on your count.
Use your blinker if you need to.
Instructors help where they need it. Let them go as independently as possible. This is a test.
On, sir.
Instead of looking at yourself in the camera, look at what you're looking at right there. Look at everybody else. Fix yourself. No, you're not with everybody else.
Hold your last move. Hold it.
Be respectful of your other students. Hold your last move.
Make sure y'all are looking at your target.
Good reminder, guys.
Ryan, put your hand together like this. I didn't say tuck it. Just put it okay. There you go. Same with you guys on Zoom. Make sure you don't have hands like this. Hands all together.
Come on. And shut. Alright. So, a couple of things we need to practice on that we will cover tonight. Mr. Pruitt, you got a couple suggestions. I've got a couple. I don't want to overwhelm. If you got one suggestion so that they can get their red stripe next class as an overall class, what would you suggest they work on? Yes. What is the chamber? When we say chamber, what Chase? What is the chamber?
A chamber is
What is a chamber, Ben?
to start or finish a move.
Excellent. The beginning or the starting place of the move. You know, when the Korean masters had to have folks interpret their language, interpret the movement, sometimes the wording comes out kind of funny. So, a chamber, for any of you that have ever looked at a weapon, a firearm, the chamber is where what goes in, Ms. Pruitt? Yes, the ammunition. So the ammunition goes in the chamber. So it has to be drawn back. Has to be drawn back to fire, doesn't it? Yes. Get the picture now when we say chamber. You have to know the chamber part of the movement in your toolbox if you're going to release that weapon. Yes, ma'am? So work on that starting point. As instructors, we're trying every time to get you guys to that place, but you'll have to do some practice at home. Other thing I'd recommend, because there's a little bit of inconsistency with that chamber, and I tried to give you guys some clues to remember that tonight. All right? Can somebody share something they learned? Chase your hand again. I'll let you try. What did you learn tonight?
All the moves.
What'd you learn tonight, Ryder?
I learned my kicking combination.
Did you get your good? Because we're doing something fun with that in a minute. Right.
We're gonna do it by paddling and that.
Do what?
I learned all the moves and I found everything in stance.
Yes, John.
I learned we do something more than once, it must be important.
Thank you. All right. All right. Let's do the combos and we'll come back to that fun self-defense drill here in a few minutes. If we got a minute, but they speed through these combos.
Mr. Rhodes, face each other. Mr. Rhodes, face each other.
Grace, you're with Lacey.
Jonathan, back. No, stay out. Bob. Swat. Yes, sir. Boom. All right. Face forward, truck. In hand. Big bars in. Left leg in front. Arms up. This side. Look at me. This side is kicking first. This side is blocking first. This side is kicking first.
Brandon, you finally have a partner. Yay.
You go through all three combinations and then you hop change. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go. Grace, watch that back.
Oh. Better take down that guard, Brandon. Good, Brandon. Whenever you're doing that hook kick, make sure you're bringing that guard down.
That's right, not to hit it. I want you to bring that leg over your squat.
Steven, don't be slow.
Good, Lacey.
Just roll through the kicks and the punches.
There you go. Now do your punch. That's it. Now watch how line this is. Do that one again. Hook kick. Try it again. That's right. Now Ryan. There you go. That was pretty good. Show her again, Ryan. Okay, you can help.
Good, Brendan.
Hook kick. Over and round.
Ooh,
kick.
all right. Get him, Brendan.
And what I want you to do to be honest, I want you to say the names of your moves. That way she can see it and learn it. Okay? No hop change.
Good. Round kick.
No hop change. Now he's going to tell you the name. Okay, well, let's do it again. So you can help us.
Okay, Brendan. Brendan,
This is your punch.
whenever you're doing that second kick, just retract it. You don't have to bring it all the way back down to the ground and then kick again. Just retract it. So, whenever you're doing your round kick, don't put it back down. Just do round kick, then bring your leg back, and then round kick again. And then you can land on your first punch. Do that with all your kicking sets.
Good.
There you go. I knew you could do it. I see you jumping and hopping all the time whenever it was just you by yourself.
I'm going to want you to go from this back. That round.
There. Good. 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 Hop change.
Hey, Macario, we'll get back boat class started soon.
That'll keep you balanced. See how much better that was.
Good, Steven.
Apologize. Go ahead. There.
Steven, make sure you're not hitting with your toes or anything. Hit with the top of your foot. That's called the instep. I don't want you jamming any toes and it hurting. Don't hit him too hard, Brandon. I see him. Oh my gosh. Beating you up, sir. Go ahead, Steven. Go ahead. Other hand, Lacey. There you go. You gotta block that, Ryan. Come on, Steven. Come on. Go, 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 go. Fire him off, Steven. Fire him off. Keep on going. Keep on going.
And stop. Face forward. Jump. Face forward, stand.
Good job, you guys.
And face the front.
Nice, Brandon, for having a partner. Thanks, sir.
Just enough time to do that.
You got a minute. Got a minute.
And then, Mr. Watson, you know what we did last class? All black belts, y'all help. Come on. Have some fun. We got a fourth line, don't we? Okay, here we go. Where's another tag?
Jaylen's go actually do something.
Yeah.
Jaylen's gonna do something.
Jaylen did this. Okay, on your first block, it's actually a self-defense move. All of Taekwondo is intended as a defensive art. We're not an offensive art. We don't go out finding people to find, but we're building our reflex and our response. So, we have better confidence to handle our body, or handle situations. So it's a defensive art. So, that first block, when it comes out here, okay, it's going to deflect what's coming at me. But I was teaching the little warriors this evening too. Grab my arm. Thank you. That thumb, there is pointing to my exit, and the hand perspective is like a rip. understand that, then you can understand how to operate around it. So that thumb is telling me where the exit is. And it's also showing me how to release, because that's the weakest place. If I move from there, hold it really tight. You got me. Now, the other arm is your reactive arm. That's where the real power is. Okay?
No.
For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. That's a theory in power in Taekwondo. None of it's magical or woo-woo. It all has principle and power. So then I activate this hand, and it makes this hand strong. So, but it's about the rotation. That's why when you go home and practice your power with your pattern, it's going to be on point, be on purpose.
Oh no.
Brain and gang, right? Because it's those little things that make it work. There's no magic to it. When you make your block, you've got to flip that
Release.
wrist. You've got to rotate that punch. That's where the power and penetration is in the technique. So we're just going to do a little self-defense. You guys cover up. So a person's
It's all
natural
guys too.
response, if someone is holding you, is for you to pull away. But I'm trying to teach you how to respond and not react. So if somebody grabbed me, he's expecting me to resist. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to do this. Move into it. It's offsetting. You see, it's just right there. So, okay? So that's what I want you to do. You're going to come up, these strong guys are going to hold your wrist. You're going to go into your outer forearm block. Then you're going to release and throw that reverse punch. All right. And then if you feel really frisky, no, don't do that last part. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not advancing. Come on, y'all have fun with it. Look, we're in the back. Nice. Pull it out. Oh, come on. That's the one you said. And then you gotta lay it and punch. Go. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Ooh, right.
No, you step forward, don't you?
Jerk your fist down there. Then go this way. See
Yeah.
that?
I don't want to.
Hello, everybody. No, get away. Excuse me, sorry.
There, one first. There you go. Jerk it loose. Put your hand down first.
Tell her daughter about it. Let me capture this.
What?
Hit him hard, Susan. Hit him hard.
Your left hand.
Oh, that's slow as a turtle. Come on now. Oh, right.
Dang, all right, Mrs. Green.
Speed.
Wow.
It's okay.
Sire, untuck your thumbs. There you go. Don't hurt your thumb. So Brandon, he's gonna grab one hand and then you're just gonna punch with the other, like that. Sorry, Ruthie.
Good one, man. Good.
Try that at least one time. Thank the person holding for you, and then leave the mat, please, politely.
Bye, Brandon. Bye, Steven. Macario's on here too. Good job.
Thanks.
Yeah, actually, like,
Oh yeah, all the time. She'll have to tell me, yeah, not do that right now. So, alright. Yeah, I want to read a book. Can you leave me alone? It's so fun.
Secretary's line up. Light bulbs line up. Smoke bells line up. Black belt.
Yes, sir.
Yellow belt line up.
dang, thanks, bro. Mr. George Moto. Come on down.
White belts line up.
Oh, no, you don't have to do that. There's a yellow belt. Yeah. You Ruthie? Is that
Oh.
for Ruthie?
Yep. Okay, gotcha.
Wherever she is?
All right. Next man, Trip. Indian. First row full cards.
I got Mr. Jonathan's card. It's in a pile. It's in that pile. I just need to stamp it twice as well.
So, is he? Well, She's me. Just like that. Card trick. That's pretty awesome. Hey, y'all didn't see it, but out of all those cards, I opened once and found Ruthie's card, and I opened twice and found his card. It's magic. All right. Everybody, feet together. Let's stretch. And reach down and touch the toes. Stand up. This time, you're going to bend your knees, reach under your feet, and lock your legs out. Stand up. And hold those two. If you don't know why, then you ain't doing it right. Bend your knees. Don't watch you now. Reach under your feet and lock your legs out.
Lock your
Lock
legs out,
That's
Daniel.
fine. You still got your knees bent. You're squatting down over there. Stand up. One more time. Use your knees, reach under your feet, and lock your legs out. And up. Now we're going back to normal. This time you should be able to go a little further than you did before. All right, so feet together and straight down. Not working? And up. All right. We're going to do a shoulder workout stretch thing. All right. So, when we put our arms up, they are not coming back down. Okay? Once they go up, they're not coming back down. Y'all already started. Okay? So arms up. Small circles forward. Arms are not going down. Medium.
Medium. Make it smaller. There you
And
go.
big.
And now a big one from Corio.
And backwards. Small circles. Medium. And too big. Flat.
I'll move right here.
This with your hands, your arm. Back and forth.
Dang, there's a muscle.
Add a couple moves. Empty the can. So, like this. Empty the can. And raise the move. This is the worst one.
Yeah,
I know, it actually feels like lifting something. And relax. Alright. What?
That was a good dance. Don't make fun.
Yeah, back in their day, it was made fun. Back in the 1900s. I used to say that to my mom. 'Cause I mean, that was only 20 years ago. You say 1900s, it makes it sound so much worse. Alright. Kind of shoulder width. Just twist. And cross your arms. Good. Everybody into a front stance.
Sir.
Let's go right leg in front.
Sir.
And little blocks. High block. And smooth. Arms. There we go. Stepping high blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back room. 1, 2. Three. 4. And face front room. Swing out of form blocks. Right leg in front. Swing out of form blocks. Step. Step without a form. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get back room. One. I ever say a twin? Just like we did. Yes, ma'am. 2, 3, 4. Face from the room. Time. Snap kick, land, punch, punch. And then go ahead, do it like that, or double out.
Can you show that one more time, please?
Got it. Okay.
He made it up.
Twin, when I count, you're gonna snap kick with your back leg, punch, punch. So whatever leg kicks, all right? So right now, right leg's in front, left leg's in the back. Left leg will kick, left hand will punch first. Then our right hand. And then we'll reposition back to double out of form. We'll do it again. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right.
This goes with the wet to orange pattern.
I'll change. 1, 2.
Not too high. There you go.
3, 4.
Come on, Mr. Donovan. You can get it.
Face back to room. All right. Let's go over this a little bit. I know. This is in our white or our beginner belt pattern. Okay? And for you black belts, it probably seems really easy, but it's not. It's a lot of stuff happening. Y'all get used to it. Okay? So left leg in front. Go around forward. We're going to chamber for our front kick. Kick, retract. Alright? You kind of have to balance a little. Because you're going to chamber for that punch while you're in the air. And you're going to land, punch. And then pull back, punch in. Alright? We're going to work a little bit of balance. Left leg in front, put out forward. Everybody up. Snap kick, retract. Hold. Hold. Chamber. Land and punch. Now, make sure,
There you go.
I'm sure someone else is doing it, right? When you snap kick and retract, okay, you're going to try to land. You want this punch to be powerful, right? So a lot of people want to stomp. Don't do that. But when you stomp, don't relax. Not just in this move, but any move. Guys, a lot of beginner belts want to stomp when they do the pattern. That isn't a good thing because that means some of your power is going into your feet. If we're punching and we're stomping, maybe 70% of our power is in our hand, but some of it's going into our feet because we're putting force into that instead of force into our hand. Now, the thing is, when you get to black belt, certain moves do have stomps, some don't. So if you get used to doing stomps every time, it'll be incorrect. You want to land softly. One of the only things in Taekwondo that we do softly is land. Guys, has anybody? Sure, everybody here, but has anybody rode on a plane? Don't you hate when they hit it real hard? Yeah, we don't want to do that. We want to land softly. That's still bad. We want to land softly. Okay? So that's why we got to work balance. A lot of reasons, especially with combinations like this, that we land hard is balance. So we're going to snap kick, balance. You just kind of land softly. My foot lands softly, but my hands still have power. And another thing is, if you try to land real hard, I think this is your problem, you try to put a lot of force into your leg, that's why you kind of rock. You want to rock back and launch yourself forward. Don't focus on your feet, other than making your stance. Focus on the hand. Power is going to be in your hand, not in the stance. The stance is just a balance of that. Okay? Yes, sir. So, left leg still in front, double out forward. Snap kick. Hold. Chamber. Land softly. Punch. Good. Go ahead and punch in. And go right up. Snap kick. Hold. Chamber. Land softly. Punch. Go out forward. Snap kick. Hold. Chamber. And punch. And we're done. Oh, first punch. And go out. Snap kick. I see some of you black belts messing around. Chamber. Punch. First punch. Good. Face from the room. Sure. So my black belts have worked out. No. Daniel.
I wonder who it could be
All right.
talking to.
What's that?
I wonder which dam he could be talking to.
There he is.
All right.
All right.
I'm trying to look at how much time we got. Last class went over way more than I wanted to.
Good to pull break. So, I'll get our belts in the back. George. Go left side. And black belts over here. Y'all come all the way up to the red one. Well, that's what they're here for. I can work with you. You make it. Get in the back. Over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. All right. Let me go ahead and tell y'all. We got 4. Listen up. We have 4 patterns going on right now. Now, first degree pattern, second degree pattern, George, advanced belt, and our beginner belt pattern. Okay? So there's a good chance we're going to end up running into each other. We just don't have enough room. Okay? The rule with patterns is the higher rank has the right of way. So if the beginner belts run into George, y'all have to stop what you're doing, let him finish up, and then y'all can start again. If the first degrees run into George, he must stop, they keep going. If they run into our second degree, they have to stop, he keeps going, and no one get near me. I know. Alright? So, that is the rule from now on. Our rank has the right of way. Don't even try to argue it. Okay? And between ranks, alright? So of course, skunk belts are lower than first degrees. So if a first degree runs into a skunk belt, first degree has the right of way. First degrees run into each other, gotta figure it out. Alright? Jimmy, everybody's on my count. Daniel, watch the first row. George, you know yours, right? Yes, sir. Okay. We'll work it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Front leg.
12,
And then you step in front. There you
13,
go. Turning side kick. Land guard towards the front. Guard.
14,
Spin with the right.
15,
Spin with the left. Over your left shoulder. There you go. Open hands. Shift to middle stance. 9 block.
17, 18, 19, 20, 16,
You sit. Me.
Is it supposed to be? Yes, sir. All right, so we're here. Knee to knee. Pivot. Side kick. Land. Knee to knee. Pivot. Side kick. Land. Lots of block. I'll block. Good. Back goes. Let's look at that.
Oh, sorry. It's okay. Jump.
Okay, where you at? Hold up. Where are you? Where are you? All right, the note. Spin and back stance facing that direction. Back stance. Now block. Circle.
Do you remember the pattern, Macario? Is it coming back to you?
Now block.
Okay.
Now block. Step. Hop block. First punch. 2-step turn. Hop block. First punch. Go for the beginner belts one more time now. Up. Jump. And relax. We'll stay. We'll move the pattern here. If I catch strike, that should this hand. You'll have it on your belt, which is good. That's all it should be. Reaction, of course. Reaction. Where's reaction? So when I throw, well, this way. The punch. We know this yesterday. So this hand, the reason we have it there is because when I punch, when I launch this hand back, when I launch this hand
Mr.
back,
Pruitt's gonna be with the black belts in a second. He's gonna go first with the beginners, and then he's gonna go back to the black to the black belts. There we go.
it's launched my other hand forward, punch. Say no, bring this hand back, launch my shoulder forward, the punch. So when we tell you to put your hand on your belt, that's what we're working. You don't even realize it. As long as you have your belt, you focus on putting your hand on your belt, you're working your hands. You don't even know yet. Okay? So we're all good on that. Our hands there. Push. We have a open technique. Smoking. So like at the beginning, you have double knife hand vertical. Okay?
We only have red black belt.
This hand closed. So, yeah, focus on it. You'll want to, my hand, have some smoke.
Yes, ma'am.
Jimmy! One. Two. Three.
Makari, are you doing the
Oh.
pattern? I'll see you.
5.
Okay.
6. 7. 8. 9.
On this next one, I'll pan to the black belts. Look pretty.
10. 11. 12. 13. 14.
Oh,
15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21.
Thank you, Jennifer.
22. Okay, next. 3. 4. 5. Now. This turning round, remember, it's not just a turning round, we kind of have a hop to the angle. So, we're Nick. In front of you. In front of you. My target's still here. I'm just hopping to the side. Guys, our target isn't to the corner. Our target's still in front of us. We're just hopping to the side and round kick. Now, when we round kick, leave the leg in the air and land back to the front. Go. Now punch. All right, here. Front stance.
to the temple, Israel. He went all the way up here.
9 block. Right hand should be down. Right hand is down. Right hand is down. Reach in. There you go. Well, no. Reach in this way. There it is. Knife hand. Mount block. Mount block. Step hop block. First punch. Step turn. Hop block. First punch. Good. Pause. Stop. And relax. Okay. Let's go. On the one. On the two. Move it like this. Right. Y'all think you'll finish that. That's why I stuck you there. That's why I stuck you there. You're in front. Okay? I gotta work. Come in.
Okay. Macari, we're gonna be doing it now.
One more time on count. 1,
X block,
2,
twist kick, land, punch, punch.
The way you did that was right. So you're here. Okay? All you're gonna do.
Nick. There you go. You did it without me.
Three,
High block,
4,
no block.
5,
Press towards the right.
6,
Balance,
7,
step to middle stance, scoop,
8,
punch,
9.
back fist with the left.
No, we stopped. He's got.
10,
Open hand guard towards the back.
11,
Front snap kick, left hand spear.
12,
Right spear,
2, experience, 1, 2, 13,
grab, and turning side kick. Land towards the front, close hand guards.
14,
Turn over, use the right leg, guards towards back.
15,
Turn over your left shoulder, open hand guards. Open hand guards, Daniel.
Each one, every one of those. 16,
Shift to the middle stance, 9 block. Right hand should be on the bottom. Spin, low block with the open hand. Turning round kick, jump side kick. Land,
you just wanted to do that move. I know.
20
19.
movement. Press,
20,
upset, other hand on your belt, Daniel. There you go.
We used to do it.
oh yeah, we did both on that like,
It's a fun.
Oh,
hey, I know. For 1,
2-step elbow,
1, 2,
hop into X stance, back fist,
for 3,
step in the middle stance with the left leg, scoop
for 4,
with the right, punch with the left,
for 5,
back fist with the right.
it's a back fist. You don't want your hand here, it's gonna stop. For 5,
Step with your left, patty ridge. Jumping to the corner angle, round kick. Land, twin.
Turn around.
It's going to the temples, by the way.
Double punch,
Shift into an up punch in back stance.
9 block,
Step with the right, 9 block.
Reach in,
Reach in, circular,
knife in,
circular, knife. Oh, half circle.
mountain block,
Turn with the left, mountain block,
mountain block,
mountain block with the left again.
step and high block,
Step with the right, high block,
reverse punch,
reverse punch, stay in that
two-step
stance.
turn,
2 steps,
high block, reverse punch.
high block, reverse punch.
Bottom. Jump. And relax. All right, this combination. My black belt. Let's go first. Here, rise up, punch. Okay, this is a back fist. All right, come here. Okay, I am hitting him right on the front end. Okay? A lot of y'all have your arm like this. This is a block. This is a double interform block. You don't want to do that. Look, if I want to back fist him, I stop my own arm. Okay? Go over the top of your arm. So we have this punch and we just kind of bend it and we go over the top of our arm. Back fist. Not an interform block. Okay? Sir. Last time, 2 minutes. Well, no,
That's a back fist.
that's a back fist too. It's an interform block. Then back fist. Here's the exact same move. Exact same one. So you go from that interform to that back fist.
It's over, like to the bridge of the nose. Overhead. Like to the bridge of their nose. You can imagine that. Then to the temple. That approach, yeah.
2 minutes.
Just on this right here, when you guys get to that combination and this group, just as important as your foundation under that movement. See a lot of ballerinas in the room, and I'm not making fun of you, but at this level, you gotta get your feet underneath you. And I'm seeing this, okay? You gotta get on the knife edge of your feet this way, here, to get that, to get the drop and the hip torque correctly. Because if your feet aren't right and you start making that dropping movement, it tears on the inside and outside ligaments of your knees. Now, I'm not trying to scare you, but that's what it does. I'm just saying, either we want to train to strengthen our body, okay, and that's what I would hope we should do. We don't want to tear our body down. So you want to make sure the weight is out. I'm using the quad part of my leg and my calf muscles to support my body. I don't want to bear too much weight on my knees. So keep from doing that and get on that knife edge for me, especially when you get into those center stances. And like I told the beginners today, some of you all have heard it. There's a repeat on that combination in the pattern, isn't there?
Yes, ma'am.
Why is it repeated? Why, Grace? It must be important. She learned the lesson. It must be important. Yeah. Okay. Let's see it.
2 minutes. On your own. Do your best. If you get stuck, stay where you are. Okay? If you get stuck somewhere and try to keep going, it's going to be hard to help you. Go!
Stand up. Step to the right. Double up. Turn around, kick. Outside kick. Elbow. Reach in. Turn around, kick. Left punch. Turn around. Stand up, change. There you go. Right hand. And there's that side hand. And there's that. Other one. Don't look. Don't look. Step with the right. How about punch? Step with
What
the
do you have,
right.
Nick?
Raise your angle is right. I didn't have time. But that is, you were doing that correctly. There is, it is a 25. You remember that? Yes, on right. The same one as this one.
Ezra, you finish it?
It's not a straight up stance. in that.
Makario, did you finish it?
Yes, instead of
Give me thumbs up, thumbs down if you did. I did.
you have that.
Makario, you froze. Did you put a thumbs up or thumbs down?
Borrow. Jump.
Do a fun little self-defense thing where you don't want to learn about the rest of the class. That was one I did it today class today. Because they're doing a, what I'm interested, they're flying sidekick. They're two set sidekick for the war brave, correct? And a good practice even in doing it in reverse is a self-defense technique, and the beginners can even do it too. And learning this on the bag, it makes a great point to developing your foot position for your sidekick. Y'all can go ahead and pull a couple bags off the wall. But in close range hit, you know, it's self-defense. Mr. Brewer, you can my poster child. No, I use Mr. Watson, yes, of Jordanson. That's good, guys. I only need about 3 or 4 bags. Yeah.
Nick, you're good.
It's like in a reverse. You guys, you're hopping sidekick, but what we're gonna do is close range. What you do is you're gonna jump, you're gonna strike the bag with your heel, jump, step over. And that's actually a great self-defense sidekick. It's also a good range. I had to learn to use it to keep big people off of me in sparring if they're coming onto me. And I need to get some distance is to do that. Is dig them with your heel. You're gonna jump here, and then you cross over. The footwork on that is just the actual. If you rewind that in your head, I'll do it one more time. It's actually the same footwork that you use if I was standing here to do that hop up sidekick in reverse. So it's a great practice to develop that, jump and muscle memory, and it's also a good close range self-defense move if somebody was on you. So another thing, after we do this, I'll let you play with it for a minute, is if someone was to clamp down on me. Yeah, okay. He's got a circle here, and I'm going to increase that circle by rotation. So everything we do in Taekwondo has a rotation to it, okay? So instead of trying to just muscle out, okay, and that's a no-no, I'm going to increase the circle by rotating. Is that elbow strike familiar? Yes, so we're going to actually get to use that in play. Okay, because what we're doing with our Taekwondo practice is actually self-defense. But when we free spar, sometimes we don't get to practice those moves because we would never do something like that to hurt our partner. And the sparring has a purpose. It's reflective, it's responsive, it builds great muscle memory, gives us great reflex. So we're just going to pause a second and actually get to use some of these mean moves, in a self-defense. Grab it again. So when you're clamped down on, you want to increase the circle and be cautious. Don't get all macho. I had a guy actually tear his rotator cuff years ago because he thought he was just going to muscle out of it, and he lifted his arm and ripped his rotator cuff. I said, don't be macho. Just use technique. Fight smarter, not harder. So you're going to rotate, increase the circle, and then I'm going to do a hop away sidekick. Okay, but we're going to practice it on that first. It's a fun move. So you're going to be right here where you're touching. Okay, everybody get you a bag with some friends. Then you're going to jump right where you are, stick your heel in it, stick, cross over and out. Jump, stick, cross over and out. Okay? Now, we're going to do it in a round robin because you get more hits in that way. So gather around your bag. Come on, folks. Come on.
Okay, you 4. Yes.
Well, you're Jonathan. Denise over here. Now, you're just going to get close like that. And just give it a little pump. You might have to move that. Stick it and stick it out.
I'm gonna make a move out over here. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Now we got moving on. Just try it. Now you gotta get close. It's a close range. Remember, they're on you. Okay, my handbag's right here, ladies. It's like.
You gotta be close.
Start here.
Right, and you have to footwork right. It's good. Keep going.
No. Why are you elbowing it?
She elbow.
Yes. Got that on camera. No, jump away, jump away. So you start close, then end up far. So you get up close. Get up closer. Like you're touching it. There you go. And side kick, jump side kick, and go away. There you go.
Oh, Victoria, come on, you can find that, girl.
Yes.
Come on. You're too far. They're on you.
Tell me you can't get that up. That's your head level.
Get out.
That's your head.
Jump.
Then you do that thing that she did. You gotta shuffle out. I understand if you don't have a pad or whatever.
Guys, if you get around the back like they are, you don't want to get around the back. Stick heel in here. Jump, you gotta pull your knee up. Pull your knee in. There you go. You did get that leg over. Step over now. Yep.
You start close and then you jump back. So stop jumping at it, jump away from it. So you start close, you don't elbow, you just side kick. I don't know why she. Go ahead, go ahead.
Big guy, see, both guys, that's how you do it. Big guy, big guy. Smart, you dig those ribs and hop out of there. Oh, you never make them out. Right?
No, you're not running. You're jumping away.
So get closer, get close. Nick.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah! Watch this technique. Go, Alan. Bam, look at that. That's what you do. That big guy comes in. You're gonna dig those ribs. Get out of there. That's it. Bam.
Get him, guys. Get him.
Awesome. All right, come on. Now, I hate to pick on you, you big guys, but it's really silly if a little guy, is giving you a bear hug. And I really would like you to experience. We're going to drop the kick at this point. You got to kick the bag. I don't want you to miss. I know how to kick and withdraw. I didn't hurt Mr. Watson. That was just a low pat, and out of there. I wouldn't want you guys to foul up and leave here, with somebody unhappy. So, but I do want you to experience that. Increase your circle. Drop, get out of that hole, and use that. That back elbow. Just a couple of times. Yes, sir.
That's me.
Yeah.
No. If you were in Monday, we did this during our warm-ups, jump back side kick. We did slide up side kick and we did jump back side kick.
Oh.
Okay? When you do this jump back, use your side kick chamber to launch you backwards. Okay? I know with y'all, I did it in 2 parts. We're gonna get rid of that. Okay? You don't want a chamber, then hop back. Okay? It's too slow. You use your chamber to launch you back.
Nick.
So I'm gonna pull this chamber back so hard, it launches me backwards. Okay?
Well, and then the retraction is part of the
Move
movement
over.
too. That gets
Go back in
used
front of
like
his
you
face.
saw how Alex was flying up there.
Move back in front of him. He's not supposed to be
Great
sitting down.
reaction force off of his side kick. See, he's exactly, both times. So you gotta,
Matthew, stand up.
you gotta, like you said, you gotta lift to launch yourself, and then you gotta lift to get that height to get away. It happens, it's at both sides. That's the Roman calls it a unchained. So that you can go on straight with you. Yeah, you got to. But on that side kick, round kick, and you guys, this is just a speed thing, like you said. Part of it is learning to take out wasted movement. And this is more for the advanced class, but you guys are learning little nuggets too. So after you side kick, you go on and retract this side kick. I already know I want to hit it with a round kick. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this slow, so I'm gonna stabilize the kick. Side kick, chamber, round kick. Not side kick, chamber, and then, I went all the way around the world to get to where I wanted to go. But I see a lot of that sometimes in our kicking position. It makes it faster. Take out the wasted movement. So after you finish one kick, when you're going to do a double kick, you don't retract. You go right into the chamber of the secondary kick. And that takes a little thought, and it takes some practice to do that. But it's the same thing, that kind of on the same vein of what Mr. Pruitt was saying.
Yeah, I just noticed some of y'all were struggling putting the chamber and the hop together.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're having a hard time doing both of them. That's what I'm just saying. Focus on the chamber. Help you. There you go. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead and get your pads on. You
Sir,
got it.
Yes. Oh, it's still fun.
That's still fun.
It's still fun.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all choose.
We'll remember June 6th.
No, we're not gonna remember June 6th.
Hey,
No,
Mr.
it's not.
Mr. Pruitt, June 6th, 2002? My mom knows your thing because you keep popping up on her Facebook. It's on Facebook. Don't forget that. Yeah, problem. June 6th.
I have one's got 10 burpees. Let's go. Yeah.
You gotta have all your pads on you.
Everybody get it. So, I'm going to do control form. I'm going to show you. So, three options. Okay, boom, y'all are ready. Y'all two. Together on the white spots.
He's saying line up on the black.
Yep, y'all are lining up on the black.
Yeah, we don't have the patience.
But, they're gonna go through three combinations on the other side. Whenever I say go to him, that's when y'all start. Stop them, y'all stop. I'll try to switch y'all once. So go through again. And then I'll let y'all do the next one. Second period, who do you want? Yes, sir. Luke Marcus. That's my next item. What do you want? Nick, red spot. Victoria, what do you want? Yes, red spot. White, and then y'all two will be on the blue marks down here. Now,
Just fix this a little bit.
there's a bunch of us in here. Y'all go and make a shift. This way. We have so many people in here. Then y'all shift that way. All right. Face guard, drop. Yeah. Take arms in. Guards up. All right. The main thing I want to see is circular sparring. I see a lot of running, all right, and not working the angles. Everybody, at least my black belts. Y'all probably know too. Y'all know what I mean by saying working the angles. Okay? So come here. All right. If he has his guards correctly, he's really protected in the front. There's a little bit of a gap, but he's a black belt. He should block it. But if I move to the side, the opening is bigger. Doesn't guarantee that I'm going to hit him. He's still a black belt, but it gives me a better chance. Not only that, so that's why we like circular sparring. Okay? If I'm going back and forth, I never will see that opening right here. I'll just see the guards. Another reason we don't like back and forth is come at me. I'm running. Oh, crap. I'm in a bad situation. You're over there, you go to the mirrors. The worst one is the corner. Never want to be in the corner. People think by running, they're better off. You're not. It always puts you in a worse spot because the other person has momentum. Circular. When we're sparring like this, trying to get these angles. Okay? We don't run. So, I'm going to show you all a little trick to do that in those control sparring. Okay? Guards up. You also have to do circular sparring so you don't run into each other. Go!
You guys are just gonna be doing your combinations. Since y'all have no partner. So.
Hands up. All right. I'll let y'all say it. Okay. I want you, Nick. No, George. Yes, sir. Go down with Daniel. Matthew. All right, what's up? Go. If I get about 3 pounds, okay. All right. Now, Carter. Ask for him. Find out the other. Okay. Nick Wayne, block. Put one around this. Same spot. Every time. That's it. I didn't go around into the row. I went slow, same spot every time. Now with fast. Only reason I would ever do it. I could change it. It's like I could change it. Right. Right. Change up fast.
Would it ever be good? Like 3 or 4, they come in with like a back.
You could. If you start off far away, you really want to get too close.
Because my
But
eyes
you
are
gotta
looking
be
at
slow.
it.
You gotta be slow to move. Hey, a lot of times your feet were still. If you're good, you're moving. Just be focused on moving. Boom, boom. And stop. Y'all all stopped anyways over here. Watch out. Okay. Let's see. Everybody back on the black line.
Sir, sir.
Please. Not please. What? Oh, yeah. All right. You three. Right here.
Sir, sir.
Change your mind. What you want? Come on, you three. I'll let you watch it.
The family.
No, right here in the middle. Okay? Yeah, go. Now, what we're about to do, don't hurt each other. You good? So you three. Over here. Go. Yes. Over there. Y'all two are all for right now. 2-on-1 sparring. Okay? You might do this at testing, might not. But we'll work on it. So the way this works is these two are my partners. Okay? I'm the man in the middle. They're the two, I'm the one. Okay? Number one rule, 2-on-1 sparring, don't be in the middle. Okay? A lot of folks are like 2-on-1. Let me get right here and try to fight them both at the same time. I'm sorry. I could be fighting them two and they would still win. I just don't have enough hands and feet to be able to defend myself. I'm going against 4 hands and 4 feet. I only got 2 and 2. Okay? So I'm definitely in trouble if I'm going against these two guys, but you have little warriors. You're still not going to win if you're in the middle. Okay? What you do, once again, circular sparring. You line them up. So let's go. Y'all two. Okay? The way this works is I'm going to choose one person to spar at a time. Let's say I want to go to Jalen first. Stay where you are. I'm going to move right here. I'm going to spar Jalen. Notice how Mr. Watson is behind his partner. Mr. Watson can't get to me without going through his partner. Okay? So now I'm only sparring one person at a time. Mr. Watson is just standing there. He's going to move. So I'm going to move. I'm going to move. I'm going to move. You might change directions. All right? Now I'm going to move. And then when I get rid of him, then I now only have one person. Okay? You spar one person at a time. A lot of times, if you can't get rid of that one person, if I was sparring Jalen, I just can't get rid of him, I might switch to go to him. Okay? You spar one at a time. And you move to keep the other person behind them. Okay? That's how you win 2-on-1 sparring. You keep one person behind the other one, because they're not going to hit each other. Think about your friends. It's supposed to be friends. Okay? You never know what Jalen. You want to just come over and just watch it and super punch you. So,
Wouldn't be the first time.
wouldn't be the first time. All right? So, I'm going to give you a number. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Now, be really careful. I don't have any pads. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. When I call your number, you're the one in the middle. Other two, go out. And when you're the two people, try your best to not get in a line, right? They're trying to line you up. You do the opposite. Keep them in the middle. All right? Sir. Sorry. One.
Don't go through the middle.
You are all over the middle.
Get it, Mr. Nieto. I'm scared.
Hands up.
Jalen had obstacles he had to go through.
No. So, that is 2-on-1. Now, I'm going to do something here in a second. But you ever do 3-on-1? I've only done 3-on-1 maybe twice ever. Okay? We don't do it very often. Okay? One time I did it, I got knocked out. Not fun. Okay?
Fine.
3-on-1, the rule doesn't apply. There's just no way to keep them in line. It's 3-on-1. Here, you just have to be fast. I mean, if you ever get in 3-on-1, hopefully you don't. The way you do it, when you say go, you just got to go to one person, go to another, and go to another. You just got to switch between people. Fast. If you're slow, they're going to catch it, which is what happened to me. I went with one person, went with another. I stuck with the second person too long. By the time I turned, I got a Navy SEAL to the face. What happened? So, you got to be fast with 3-on-1. If you stick with one person too long, that third one's going to catch you off guard. There's just no way to keep them in line. All right? We're about to do something that's going to be fun. All right? We're going to do teams. All right? Be one team. You'll be the other. Everybody else on the black line. Sir, last thing.
So how many long runs we gotta have on our team?
You want to do this? Okay. We've only done this at a testing once. It was fun. Right? It's not really a big technique thing, but it's fun to do. So, you get one pick, then you'll get two, and then you'll get one. See how that works? One, two. All right? Shoot first.
Oh.
George. You get a look. Good. I don't know his name. Great.
His name is Mr. Johnson.
Oh, you get no. Are you going to get?
No, he only gets one.
Oh.
Actually, yes, you get two. You get two now.
Come on, Danny.
You're good.
Michelle, right?
Yep.
Michelle. Come on. Shit. I get another 4, 5.
Four.
Okay. One person has more. Nick, go over there. Since you have more, again, those. You'll get one more. Okay. You're over there. You're over here. All right. I'm on the red.
Yes, sir.
I line up on the blue. Okay. I'm about to explain. I'm going to say go. And y'all just spar. Now, you can spar any of them. Okay? If you want to do 3 on one person, you can. Okay? Now, Jonathan, Ruthie, Michelle. I want to say Misty. Michelle. Okay? Them 3 do not have pads. You cannot actually hit them. Okay? Close. Our black belts, you should be able to come close. All 3 cannot actually hit them. Okay? Well, you don't realize, I don't know if you'll know this, but the pads are not to protect you. George's pads are not to protect George. They're to protect whoever he's sparring, other than his head pad. His hand pads don't really protect him. They protect whoever he's punching. Okay? So y'all 3 gotta be careful as well. Now, the way this works, if once someone gets hit 3 times, they are out. Okay? So if you get hit 3 times, you're gone. Last team standing wins. Okay? Now, like I said, you can decide to go 3 on one person and just wipe them all out. Or you can just do whatever. Okay? Y'all can do a team strategy.
We just got hit right.
Like,
Y'all can hit. I thought you said we couldn't hit.
y'all can hit just lightly. Just be careful. Alright? We only got one match. Whoever wins.
One of the kids in the white and orange was like spitting. I was like, ugh. There's like he was like dribbling out of his mouth. I was like, what?
All right, it's open. Done. Arms up. Okay. Go.
It's a royale over here. Oh, 3 hits, McGoldrick.
Jalen, you got 2 hits. You're up. Yep, you're up. No, you're still on.
Nick, you're still in. You're fine.
Jalen and George both have 2.
1 hit, Nick.
Get in their team.
Oh, George.
1 hit, Daniel.
1. Good job. Rex, you're out.
Circle, circle. Get out of the corner.
Ruth, you're out.
Come on, come on. Keep on going. That's 2 for both of y'all.
You got some.
They both have 2.
Y'all go for it. Should be going with that. Dan, you're out. You're out. And
Guys.
We won.
Jalen's team wins.
Yay.
All right. I'll make one of the game players. Sir.
All right, we're ending class, guys. We're bowing out.
Good sneaky.
I told y'all could go this anyway. The family said, let's go kill each other.
Yeah.
Y'all just went to that corner and just kicked each other. All right. Rounds out.
Ready for a cheer? Get it. Great.
Good.
Bye, Macario. Bye, Israel. Look back at this so you can see the pattern later. I'll upload this like soon. Bye.